As you probably are well aware, Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 just got released and it was met with anger from every part of the internet. But my question is why? Why did this fail so desperately compared to Chapter 3 and 4? And more so, why did it fail compared to FNAF? When FNAF ends with an open ending, it's expected and understood, yet when Poppy does it, it's not. Why does such similar game get treated in such different ways? Telling a story can be broken down into as many steps as you want, and every writer on earth will tell you that their specific technique of writing is the correct one, because they have figured it out that no one else has. Yeah, I'm sorry to all the fans, starting from Dan Harmon, Hero's Journey. Point being that it doesn't fucking matter. Telling a satisfying story is kind of like seeing a spectrum of colors. Where you decide to draw the line of where orange ends and red starts doesn't really matter because it's all part of the same rainbow. All of the ways to read the spectrum are just different and you're just choosing how complicated you want to get. Christian Thompson's 4-act starts with the setup. This is when your character starts the journey and they have a goal in mind and they're trying to reach this goal. Complication. This is when your main character experiences some problems that they have to overcome to be able to reach their goal. Then we get to the development. This is when the character has a change of heart or the goal changes usually in some way. It doesn't have to. They kind of realize the root to the problem and they realize that their actions have been wrong and they have to change somehow. And I don't think Poppy Playtimes is handling the 4 stages of this storytelling in a very good way. The setup, I would say, is the entirety of Chapter 1. You're learning your character and what you're doing there and why you're there. You don't really understand it, but you're starting to get the intrigue of this world. Then I would say that the complication starts in Chapter 2, when you meet Mommy Longlegs, when you realize that these monsters are gonna be oncoming and gonna be a continuous problem.